Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Gold Edition. We are playing as Julius Caesar. And right now we are sieging this rebel town of Massilia. Um, However, we're not going to attack it this turn, because, well, it has walls. And I think, if I am correct in this, that we still have 7 turns to take over this city right here. Plus, more importantly, it's winter and I don't know who's in there, which is not a good place for me to be. This guy right here can move around and give me a little bit of spying, so I'm gonna just rely on him a little bit. And let's see, we do have trade rights with him, so I be good. And he tells me that they have a port, palisade, and a bunch of other random stuff that I don't care about. Awesome. And here we are going to build one of these dudes. We need them as reinforcement. We are building a trade post, roads, and farmland. Alright, so I think that's about as far as we can get this turn. Actually, I think I'm going to send this guy out here, and then next turn, when the town has built the guy, I'm going to send him to my border fort. Basically, Caesar will need those reinforcements. Alright, time for summer. I am wondering, are the rebels going to make a foray? No, the rebels are not going to go out against me. However, I have turned a negative profit this turn, which is not a good thing. I want to be in the black. Being in the red is bad. Carthage is still at war with random people. They seem to be very good at doing that. Really much else that can be said. It's an army of 2 units. Let's see if I've got any more intelligence. Nope. And it'll still hold for 3 turns, and that is just unacceptable. I cannot be bothered to wait around for that long. So this town is, oh god, this town is just screwed. God damn. Negative 188 income. Oh, whoops, not what I was looking for. Settlement details, there we go. Oh man, they are getting absolutely nothing from trade. I'm gonna build them a trader, just in case, to keep their economy going. And then this place should have completed my politician, who I'll send to scout. And then this guy can scout over here as well. Let's see, pop him over there, and then this dude can go to my border fort, which is being held down fairly well. Now we are going to go ahead, shut up our advisor, and have a save. And then we are going to assault this place. Oh, crap. I forgot to build the siege equipment. And we can't attack them either. So, we're just gonna stand around and build one of those. Awesome. That was stupid. But whatever, shit happens. Alright, we are back in the black for this turn, which is good news. We have a new family member, yay. And we have finished building stuff in places. We have finished building a trader here. which means we can now build a blacksmith. We can build a sewers, which will give us a bonus to our public health, but we don't really care about that at this point. I think we'd want to market, really. I need to see what this is. Yeah, we're not making much off of harvests here. Not really making much at all. So I think that we're gonna build a market. This place is doing bang up job on money, and they don't really have anything to build. They can't really recruit me anything useful either. And they just gotta have population growth. That's really all that has to happen here. We just need to wait for population growth. So, let's see. Let's move this guy there. Move this guy over here. Just exploring the world map a little here and there, you know. Keep moving this guy towards them. And I think now we can assault. Yes. And the battle is ridiculously in our favor. So we are going to fight. And hopefully the fight will fit within this section of the Let's Play. I'm not quite sure. I don't have a plan for this battle. I figure I'm just going to break down the gates and then just start out a straight up bum rush. And that's about as far as we're going to get with this. Let's see. What do they have? They have quite a large town and some gates. So our weakest unit has our ram. And then we are going to do as we did before and split these up into pairs and plop them down on either side of the catapult, like so. Then we are going to have spearmen right behind it in a box-like formation because they're going to be going through the gates. We're going to position the archers on this wing and my general on this wing and start the battle. And we are going to move my archers up and have my spearmen follow them to right about there. I think that ought to be good. Now let's see, what do they have here? They have some light infantry, some hoplites, some light infantry, and I think those look like more hoplites. I see spear tips. So, in other words, a cavalry charge won't do much good up until these hoplites have been taken care of. On the other hand, I do have some archers. And I don't think their archery towers are staffed. They look pretty empty, and I'm not getting any arrows fired at me whatsoever. So, I'm just going to go ahead and tell those guys over there, start firing. Move my spearmen up some more. Move these guys into a column formation and position them single file, or as close as I can get to it. Now number 2 will be my support group, so they will also go into that formation. However, they will be positioned back there. And my horses are probably going to be my last ones to go in. So I'm just going to change their formation but not move them forward. Now my archers are doing pretty well, they're firing. And these guys have the gate pretty far down. So I actually want them to stop ramming the gate while I see if I can do any more damage with just my archers firing in there. Alright, because those hoplites are just probably the best thing the enemy has at this point in time. So I'm just going to see how far I can whittle them down before I run out of ammo. 80, 78, 71. Oh, we're coming up on 10 minutes here, so this one's going to be a slightly longer mission than 10. I think I'm going to run it out to 12 or somewhere thereabouts. And we're going to put it to normal speed. and tell my archers to fire on those. Those hoplites have just been downright destroyed. There's 17 of them left. And those guys are just exhausted from running back and forth within the walls. Those guys only have 17 men left. Overall, their defense isn't doing so well. So I'm just going to speed it up a little while I wait for this to finish. That unit of hoplites over there really is not a threat to me at this point. So I'm just going to march those guys and these guys right into there. My archers are still firing on those. They've got them to pretty much annihilated. And then we're going to move these guys up. And who are we going to... oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Go ahead. Just take out those 17. Meanwhile, these men, I want to advance. I just want my spearmen to be in this brawl here. And I want my archers to stop whatever they're doing. I don't think they're actually doing anything, but I still want them to stop it. Alright, so those guys should be pretty dead. And I'm just going to move right in with these. So far, so good. No, I'm just gonna move these guys up to right about there, I think, and then see where I'm gonna get with this. I'm gonna position the spearmen off to the side for now. What I really want to accomplish here is to have these guys just throw their spears into this crowd of hoplites here, and basically I'm hoping to be able to kill most of them actually. Oh, and I'm not going to waste their spears on that. I'm just going to tell them straight up brawl. These guys, I want them to be in the town center, and the secondary regiment should move up, and I want Caesar to be next to the gates as well. Alright, in the meantime, these guys should move back to there. The ones I want to move to there. Twos should be inside the gates, and Caesar, get over here. No, actually, Caesar, I'm going to send you out here. I'm going to have you come in from the side. I think that's Caesar, right? Possibly. Roman general. Okay, whatever. Close enough. And I'm going to end this video here, and we will see the resolution of the siege in the final part.